Hello everyone, welcome back to Farming Valley episode number 33. Since we last left off, you guys can see we have gone through a number of days and I've actually harvested all of my melons already, which I kind of thought maybe they weren't gonna like grow in actual melon blocks, but I should have known better, I guess. And I went ahead and replanted some onions. I know that these are gonna be needed to be replanted as well, so I went ahead and prepared and bought another 27 seeds, which should get us through the rest of the summer. Been harvesting our tomatoes and our corn as well, and things have been looking pretty nice. Our water's been getting up there, been taking care of the animals. I know you guys say you haven't been taking care of your animals. Well, I promise you I have. Just during the episode, sometimes I tend to forget to do so, but I do take care of my little friends here. In fact, I even went through and got some more chicken feed for our chickens, and our cow and sheep are doing well also still. But today I kind of got a few little ideas, a few small things I kind of want to work on. I think that may end up helping us. As you can see, moo, moo, moo. Oh my goodness. But I kind of getting to the point where like, I want to expand the farm just a little bit more, which I think would be amazing. And in doing so, I went ahead and, expanded out this way just a little bit, which I think this might be enough for like maybe one or maybe possibly two more of the farms that we currently have, which would be pretty amazing, actually. That would be very nice. As far as, let's see, let me check this out. I'm not going to do this today, but I am going to possibly kind of start on it. We'll see. But I got some more important things that I'd like to work on first. Let's also come over here and grab a couple things and check out our fishing, because this fishing stuff is pretty awesome. There's some ways we can set this up for some free money, which free money is always good money. So let's go ahead and grab the things here. And look at that. I did actually already empty this out as well, so we're just going to go ahead and grab this stuff, and we're going to bring it back with us. Now, it's obviously better in a big, giant pool, so we might have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. May try to set something up a little close to our place, possibly. I'll have to think about it, but I did get a couple enchants, which I think I got them inside of here. We got Smite 4, Protection 3, Long Cast, which is wonderful. And we also have this one, which is Short Cast, Heavy Line, and Unbreaking 3, which is something I do so desperately want. Especially on a couple things, especially on my pickaxe. Really, food? You know, there is a downside to the berries, but there's also a good side to the berries. Sometimes it's just rather unfortunate. But anyways, let's come upstairs here, and I think we're going to enchant this with the Unbreaking because it's more important to me than our Matic, even though we do a lot of stuff with our Matic for like, just kind of getting through stuff. But let's go ahead and put this on there, and there we go. Fortune 3, Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, costs 6 levels. Ooh, oh my goodness. Well then, alright, we're gonna get some more XP. Good thing we got a mob farm. It's not the best thing in the world for XP, but it works. So let's go ahead and put a few things away. So we still got our Unbreaking 3 fishing rod. I put it in there and it went ahead and spit it back out after it was done enough. So let's see, what do we got? Power 4, so we could make a nice bow if we wanted to. Let's see, let's put those on the side and we'll hold on to this guy for the moment. First things first that I want to jump into today and kind of get started with is I actually want to make an item from Refined Storage called an export bus. Now, a lot of you guys that know, well, it's exporter. I'm sorry, I got used to the other one. For those of you guys that are actually used to Refined Storage, then this is probably nothing new to you, and hopefully we can actually do some good with it. That's what I'm hoping. So let's go ahead and make one of these exporters here. And let's go ahead and do this. Let's see. Cable. We're going to grab a couple of these cables here. And what I'm thinking about doing is we're probably going to want some speed upgrades. So speed upgrades are regular upgrades. Like so. 1, 2, 3. And I would like to actually make a stack upgrade, which I think would be even better. So we're going to need some more of the gold things. Let's see, we're going to need a little bit of redstone. We're going to need some silicon. Yeah, we're going to need some of that and some gold. I don't know if I used up all of those yet. Let's see. Let's take a look. What are these made out of? Printed improved. So let's type in improved. Yeah, no, we used them all. All right. Good. Oh, wait. No. Well, I guess I'm good to go then. So we're going to need a few of those. So this is going to set up our stack upgrade, and then I'm going to make 1, 2, 3 more. As you can tell, this is one of the reasons why we got so much enriched quartz iron, or quartz enriched iron, whatever. You know what I mean. Because you use a lot of it to make upgrades. Now, what I've been noticing is that doing all of what I've been doing, I've been noticing, I've been using my shipping crate, and it's just been taking so long. Now, what I did was I actually kind of sped through the last, like, 10 days, like the first 10 days of summer, basically. And I still noticed that our water tank out there was still draining, but around the same speed. So I noticed that it will keep up if you're just kind of keeping up with your animals and your farm, and then just sleeping, going to the next day, etc., etc. You know, you're pretty much good to go. So just use it, and well, it'll get there. So that's what I went ahead and did. But I noticed that I was still waiting on my items to come through into the shipping bin. So I'm going to try something out and see if this works. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking our little friends here. We're going to put them inside here just to kind of speed this process up a little bit. I don't know how much power this thing's actually using. So there we go, and then we need another 4, but we're going to wind up taking them back out. So we're just using it basically at this point for the speed. Just to kind of help this along a little bit. Now, we haven't really got into using the exporters or the importers or anything like that just yet, but I think this is going to be a big, big help for us. So let's go ahead and type in upgrade. Alright, so there's the speed upgrade. Now we want to make the stack upgrade, which requires some more sugar, which, didn't I put that? Yeah. Alright, so we need 5 of those guys, and I have seen some comments, some of you guys, and I even had someone come in to mention it, about making a sugarcane farm. Totally possible, totally doable. I would recommend maybe waiting until you want to make like a extremely huge one, because I'm pretty sure that in the configs they set it up to where these only cost 1 gold per sugarcane. Now you could have a really big sugarcane farm and eventually probably speed up its growth quite a bit using mana and some other items as well. So that may be something we'll look into doing. And in fact, now that I mention it, that might not be a bad idea, the fact that we have a couple different methods of actually speeding it up. That might actually work. Now, I actually hear something. What is this that I hear? How the heck did you get in my basement, Fred? Are those stupid bats? Was it the stupid bats again? The stupid bats. Oh my gosh. This is what I was telling you guys in the last episode. These stupid bats, man. Okay. I know what I'm gonna do, guys. We need to fix this right now. Okay, so bats like to take out torches. Well, there's a couple other things they can't take out. They can't take out lanterns, they can't take out lamps, they also can't take out glowstone. But let's go ahead and make something fancy. Let's see, what do we got? Some lanterns, some lamps. Let's do the lanterns. Let's not do the powered ones. We're just gonna do the normal lanterns from Immersive Engineering here. We're gonna grab 1, 2 of those plates, and this should make us how many? Put some of this stuff away we don't need. 3? 3 should be fine, yeah. Make up 3 of these. Put them right down inside our little area down there, just to kind of keep things from... Thank you. To keep things from actually breaking all of my darn torches. Get rid of you. Oh, we even got creepers down here? How wonderful. Oh, that's not good. That could get really bad. I hear the creeper dying, at least one of them. Don't you do it. So, just because we were around the area, it did wind up spawning in some other mobs as well, which is a little unfortunate, but it's okay. Little XP in our pocket never hurt. Come here, Fred. Oh god, that is surprise creeper. Oh my goodness. Just a surprise creeper out of nowhere. Alright, there we go. That should be good enough. And we'll go ahead and place another one right here. This should keep this hopefully well enough lit. And we'll change out these walls a little bit later as well. Maybe we'll make that another project for another day. Protection 2 gold boots. Well, if I want to feel like a king, then by all means I'll wear some boots, but not today. No siree. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this other stuff away we don't actually necessarily need. And we got our stack upgrade. So we can only put 4 upgrades in an exporter. We're probably going to need a few more cables. So let's go ahead and make some more of those real quick. And actually, you know what? We may not. If we're going to do it this way, we probably don't even need to do that. I'm just going to leave that one out there because we have an extra extra shipment box. A couple of them, in fact, that we can actually use for this. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. We're going to set that guy right there. We won't need the extra cables for this, so we can just start setting this up right here. So you can see this is where we're going to put in our items, and we're probably going to have to wait. We should have on the next day, it shouldn't be exporting anything. Hopefully, it shouldn't take anything, except for maybe like the emeralds, but I don't think it's going to do it unless we specify what we want it to actually export inside. Now, what I want to try is to harvest our farm. Check that out. So we should have tomatoes today. And I'm hoping today. I'm thinking today. Because I think it's been a day or two. And it's raining out today. How wonderful. Which means our amazing... Yeah, tomatoes are ready. Look at that. Beautiful. Which is the best thing that is perfect for this. It's allowing me to kind of test this out. And what I wanted to see, because I'm a little curious and a little scared at the same time, that putting like a whole stack in at a time is really going to kind of mess things up. And I'm hoping that is not the case. It may affect like our actual gold profits from that. So that's kind of what I'm a little scared of. But I'm hoping at the same time that it'll just work. It'll recognize this X amount of tomatoes were deposited and then receive X amount of gold and not have to worry about it. So that is kind of the deal here. We're going to give this a shot, give it a try, see if this works. This is going to extremely help us out, especially once we expand our farm just a little bit more. Now, we haven't really had too much issues spending a long time harvesting the farm because it's really not that bad. We don't have to take care of the farm anymore with, you know, our watering can. I mean, I did the other day when I had to do that because they were already watered. I wound up buying the onion seeds a little bit later in the day. So I did actually have to use my watering can. Since like it's been such a long time. Do I have any extra dirt on me? Actually, technically, yes. Yes, I do. I want to go and start filling in these little holes here because these are kind of getting annoying. There's no need for them on the farm anymore. They were good while they were there, and they definitely did help watering the farm with our watering can. But no longer are they needed. We got these wonderful sprinklers that are constantly working for us, and it's just great. So let's go ahead and finish this up real quick. Maybe might have to check out the animals as well, but what else do I want to work on today? Well, I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of work on the Matic, but at the same time, the levels on that, we're going to have to get a few more in order to actually really get anything done with that and check out maybe some kind of new enchant on it. That's one of my other big things after I got done with the pickaxe there. I wasn't sure how many levels I was actually going to take. I didn't think it was going to take that many, but I also need to get it repaired, so it's going to take a little bit of experience as well. And unfortunately some diamonds, which I haven't really been finding too many diamonds down in the mines when I've been down mining lately, which is kind of sad and stinks a lot. So hopefully we can get a little bit more diamonds and not have to worry about that too much more here in the coming future. But here we go. Let's go ahead and give this a check. We got this all done. Everything looks happy and green. Not Christmassy anymore. All right, let's go ahead and check this out. So what we're going to want to do first things first is we're going to click on our exporter and we're going to put a tomato in there. We're going to go in at this point. We're going to take these guys and we're just going to go. Bloop. Wow. Wow. Really? You have no integration with other mods. None, huh? Alright, I need to just check something out here. Maybe, just maybe, it doesn't go on that side. Maybe we have to do it from the top. Possibly. Let's grab some more tomatoes. Let's put the tomato in. Oh, it's working. It's going in from the top. Oh, yes. But I can't access it now. Well, I mean, I don't know why I wanted to access it, but let's go and do that and check it out. Oh. So it doesn't work with the stack upgrade. So it literally cannot accept a stack. So let's take out the stack upgrade and try it that way. Well, that definitely does work a lot faster than a hopper. So that is quite unfortunate. Can I actually decombine this? Can I turn it back into the other ones? That would be wonderful. Alright, let's just take one of these out and let's see what we do if we max this thing out. So yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. So 4 speed upgrades is basically, so it only accepts 1 item at a time anyway. So that's my fear of it actually taking a whole stack of things messing up kind of was prevented, I guess, in the mod itself, in the fact that it literally does not allow for stack upgrades. So apparently it would work on the side, it's just it didn't take stack upgrades. Gotcha. Well, that's good to know. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our plank back. I want to put that back in the floor. I don't like the way that looked. So let's go ahead and put that back over there. And then when we're done with the farm, instead of putting it in there and waiting so long, we could just come in here and put it inside of our exporter. Now, we should have enough in here for 3 seasons, because normally each season we only do 2 crops. So we got, you know, 1 season, 1 season, 1 season. And we got 3 extras. So like this season I also have onions, so I can put another one in there and we'll be good to go. So there we go. Nice. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. That'll work out a lot better than our other one. And we can even come in here and start doing other things, like if we don't want all this fish, what we can do is go ahead and set up the fish, and the fish will automatically export out of the system and make us more money. Same with the sugar cane as well. How beautiful. I actually like that a lot. I'm actually thinking I'm going to hold on to the salmon. Put the bulk of it in there. So let's go ahead and test this out. So we're going to go ahead and start setting this up. Let's go ahead and make ourselves now an importer. Alright, so what are we going to need for this guy? We're going to need some destruction core. We're going to need an importer. And then now we're definitely going to want those cables. So let's go ahead and grab those. Alright, and we do also have our Rod of the Sea. The Rod of the Sea, come with me. I don't know the song, I really don't. Props for trying? Thank you. Come again? Maybe not? Okay, I tried. Now we could set up like an auto crafter, but the thing is, I'm pretty sure we can actually not make, oh my god, we can actually make a fishing rod. How much durability does a regular fishing rod actually have? Is it the same as what they show over there? So if we push F3 and H at the same time, that shows the advanced tooltips on everything. So you can see the durability at the bottom, but it doesn't show the durability of the fishing rod, which is a little unfortunate. So let's go ahead and type in, let's type in rod. Let's go ahead and take a look at something. So this item can be bonded to the fishing hut, but you didn't disable the crafting recipe of it. Okay, that's fine. So the iron fishing rod has 75, the golden 50, and then the diamond obviously is the 250. We could auto craft fishing rods then, but then we would need a good stable production of string, which we could get from industrial hemp, but that is kind of annoying. We can also get it from spider essence, from cotton, which I don't even know if we can actually grow cotton. The wool. Yeah, I don't know about making the fishing rods, but it's really not that expensive, and probably the profits that we get back from it would probably yield okay. So let's go ahead and see if we can set up something a little fun for our actual fishing thing, and see if we can actually set this up appropriately now. Now, let's see. I might need to do something, or we go down into the cellar and maybe set something up kind of like right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and try this out. We'll do a 5 by 5. And I'll probably cover this back up, honestly. Actually, you know what would be really cool? Is if we cover this back up, but we have it to where we can actually see this in the cellar. That might actually be really neat. Yeah. Kind of like a little small aquarium in our cellar. It'd be super fancy. I like being fancy. It kind of makes me feel good on the inside. I like that a lot, actually. Alright, so we're going to do a nice 5x5 then and see how well this will work out for us. Finish clearing this out. Do I want to get my mattock out? I mean, it definitely helps. I mean, why not? There we go. And then maybe... Let's see where we're at in the cellar. Oh. Okay. Well, a little far down, but that's fine. We can make do. Alright, and then we'll just go ahead and do this for the moment, and let's also just go ahead and close this up with some dirt to make the top not look so horrible, because it's kind of not going to look too great if we just let it sit there like that. Alright, so here's the dealio. Well, this is what we're going to do. The Rod of the Seas should be able to fill all of this up with no problem, as long as we do it correctly. And actually, we're probably gonna have to do this kind of special like. So let's come up here and grab some glass. Ooh. Sand? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we'll cook up some sand real quick. Put a little bit of sand in you. Actually, you know what? While we're working, we'll just put it all in that one. Alright, so is this andesite? Andesite can go inside. Alright, that'll work. Alright, so while that's working, let's go ahead and figure out where our system is, which I think is... Okay, right there. Alright, you're gonna have to move, buddy. Just so sorry about that, but you're just gonna have to move. Go and do that. And so this will be kind of like our little way down here. Yeah, I think this is going to look really cool. So actually, that lined up really well. I guess because I did that on the outside, that does a really good job. Whoa. Oh. We're good. Alright. So this is basically going to hook up to our system, and we're going to just have it import all the things that it fishes, which is pretty good because we get a chance of a bunch of different like little things like the books, I think the different fishing rods, so we can actually have the fishing rods send back into the system. I don't really see any fishing rods in here at the moment, but we have a chance of getting some decent looking fishing rods, so hopefully maybe we will. But let's go and see how we're doing on our glass. That should be enough. Do I have my chisel on me? Because we want to make this look nice. I like making things look as nice as I can. There you are, my little friend. How I've missed you. Alright, so let's go ahead and use kind of like the iron fence glass. Kind of makes a little bit more sense for like pressure and water and stuff like that. So we're going to go and use this right here. And honestly, we're just probably going to go ahead and close this off temporarily with some dirt, so that way it forms it up correctly. And I'm hoping that the Rod of the Seas will actually do this correctly. Nice! There we go. So we're just going to do that exact same thing all the way up to the top here, so that we make sure this thing is completely filled with water. And there we go. Alright, so this is going to give us a little bit of air in here. Let's go ahead and get our importer ready. I'm actually going to do this as well real quick. Block off that water so we just kind of jump in here and do what we need to do real quick. Alright, so right here, we're going to go ahead and first we're going to place down our fisher. Grab a little bit of air. Blub blub. Now that we got the fisher placed down in the correct spot that we want, This may not be as powerful as the other area, but at least it'll be closer to home and a little bit more automatic. And then all we got to do is put a fishing rod in there. Oh, it imported the fishing rod? That could be a slight issue. Alright. Instead, what we may end up doing is setting it up like we did before. Grab a chest and just import from the chest instead, because the fishing rod got imported instead, which is something we don't want. I didn't think maybe it would do that because the hopper didn't do it, but maybe it did it because we put it on the top. So let's test that out first before we go back to the old method. And let's just kind of redo where we set up this cable. I kind of want to put it underneath it now. So how do I want to run that underneath? Without using as much blocks of water as possible. I mean, I guess we could run it into the ground. We're going to need a few more cables if we do that. So let's grab a little bit more of the glass. That's where all our glass went, by the way. We used it on making more cables, which is fine. Alright, so we'll just do that for the time being. That should be fine. Put some of this other stuff away we don't need at the moment. And we'll go ahead and put this in here just for later. Alright, so let's see. I really hate doing this, but at the same time, I think we're going to have to. Alright, here we go. One more to get directly underneath it. Let's get a little bit of air. Break out what we already got going on here. Alright, that should have filled everything back in. I hope. Water-wise. And we're going to work our way back up here slowly but surely. Actually, let's close that off. And we're just going to test real quick to see if this actually does what we want it to do. Alright. And we should be connected. Alright, so let's go ahead and check this out real quick. Jump inside back into our little pool of awesomeness and see if this does it now. Ah, okay, so it is the bottom. The top is allowing you to pull out the fishing rod, and the bottom pulls out everything else. How beautiful is that? Oh god, I'm dying. Very nice. Very nice. Very happy about this. Cool stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and close this off. Try to make it look a little bit nicer. There we go. Let it do its thing here. And can go ahead and close this off. Put us some light bank up in here. Can't really even see in there very much at all. So I really don't know how worth it is trying to make it look as nice as we want it to. Just for the main fact that we really just can't even see. You know, I'm probably just going to go ahead and do this. Let's just go ahead and do that, and we'll get some more glass out of our system and fix that up. So this thing should be automatically exporting our fish constantly. So anytime we get actual fish inside of our system, it's just going to dump it right back in there. As far as everything else, let's go ahead and tell it to do some puffer fish as well. I know we set this up for the crops outside, but it is okay. We'll get it figured out, but for now, this is fine. Even the clownfish. Yeah, the clownfish, too. We'll just hold on to, like, salmon. I really don't mind getting rid of that. It's just free money. Kind of like the whole sugarcane farm. You know, this is just going to be free money. As long as we supply it with some fishing rods, we should be good. And that shouldn't be too hard to do. I mean, we can make a few, and then eventually we can buy a few. We can even... Apparently, like this one even, like the enchanted ones, it gives it back to you, so it gives you a chance to repair them. So that's even better. So you can just use experience from a free mob farm and just repair it. I'm looking for my chisel. I wonder if we used a different type of glass, if it would look better. There's a very good possibility of that. Alright. There we go. Take a look at that. I might even just pull this all down, because this is... Actually, you know what? This would probably look fine doing something like this. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Oh, man, look at that. We got ourselves some awesome free fishing now. This is the epitome of free fishing. All we gotta do, like I said, is keep a nice little fishing rod in there. I don't know why my mind's blanking on that today. I just literally just like, hey, like, what's this word? I don't know. What's this word? So if we do this, what we can do is have access to this. Put the hopper here, and this will allow us to just kind of dump in our fishing rods that we want to dump into the system. We can even have it export from like right here. If we go underneath this line here, we should maybe even be able to access that and then just export it into there if we so wish, which we can get into a little bit of auto crafting of that, like I said. But the whole fact of the matter is, we really don't have a stable source of string, and that's just going to be the only downside to this right now. Until we maybe get into like magical crops, but is it really going to be worth spending like 500,000 gold to really get yourself some like extra little bits of money here and there? I don't really know about that. So that's the only thing that I'm like really worried about here, is that right there. Is it worth the risk? Is it worth the money? Is it going to take forever to get everything built back up from what we spent to just make string to make a few fishing rods? Are we going to even be playing that long to see the income coming back for that? So that's kind of the whole purpose of that. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Farming Valley. If you guys did, be sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out. Let me know if you guys are still enjoying the series. If you guys did, and all that good stuff, I really would appreciate it. And if you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. Maybe you guys have some better ideas. You guys can let me know about some things, which is always wonderful. And I have been reading the comments, and like I said, I may not get back to them, but I look at them, and you guys do give me some ideas, and I do appreciate it so much. Like I said, in the future, now with the whole sugarcane idea, now that I think about it and set back, there might be something to do a test on. And it might eventually be worth it, but it's going to cost us mana. So we are going to have to get some form of mana going, and we can maybe even look at setting up the system. It may make us, like, depending on how fast the sugarcane grows, could make us a good little chunk of change, more so than I thought, just than they just growing normally. But anyways, thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys back in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.